Our next speaker is an executive board officer of the Amalgamated Transit Union, Local 587, and a bus driver for the greatest public transit system in the world. Please welcome Verita Alexander.
Mic check. All right. Thank you all for coming today. Like you said, I am a representative for ATU Local 587. We represent your transit operators, that's your drivers, as well as vehicle maintenance and anyone who maintains a bus, cleans a facility. We represent all of them. I originally moved out here in about 1999 and have been a bus rider since then and still am. I was hired as a driver back in 2007. And basically, it means a lot to the public for us to have bus service. And some of these cuts are not going to work. We already know that. We know that from fighting for the $20 car tab, which was to buy time for Olympia. It looks like that time got squandered a little bit. So hopefully we can push them now harder to find funding like they should have already. So we're looking at 17% cuts. And that means a lot more than, oh, this bus isn't gonna run that often, or oh, I might have to wait a little bit longer. It means a lot more than that. It means a lot to the local economy. It means a lot to the driving conditions and traffic that's out there. It means a lot to working families and jobs that provide benefits for those working families. So when we're looking at it from maybe a driver standpoint, there's gonna be a lot less time in the schedules and a lot less buses out there. So what happened in 2009 is they cut out drivers' breaks. So you guys might be feeling the brunt of that. Your buses might not be running as on schedule, and by law, unfortunately, us drivers, we are exempt from breaks. I know, that sounds crazy, right? And we weren't worried about it much until basically the cuts happened and then those breaks disappeared. So they give us about 5 minutes at each end, maybe more on some, but that 5 minutes, running on time to Metro is running 5 minutes late, so you really don't get it. So, you don't want to put your passengers in jeopardy because you're thinking about, oh my God, I gotta use the bathroom, or oh my goodness, I gotta drink some water, or man, I hope I have time to eat my sandwich. That's not good for your passengers. And not having time to answer questions, help the elderly the way you would want to, and those who are disabled, they've taken that time away from our passengers, and that's very valuable. And also, King County Metro employs a lot of our veterans. And also, during this time, since 2009, we've been having this crisis, King County Metro has been continually employing and hiring part-time transit operators. And those positions are benefits eligible. So those are working families who have already been jettisoned due to the economy crashing, looking for new jobs. King County's taking them in, and guess what? As soon as these 17% cuts happen, they're the first ones to go. So they thought they had a life raft, and now we're just poking holes in it. So we need to stop Olympia from poking holes in these people's life rafts. These are working family, benefit-paying jobs, and it's very important. The local businesses depend on us spending money, taxes, to support social services and low income and food banks and everything. So we need to keep that in mind. Sorry, the wind here. And along with that, fuller buses, it's not safe for our passengers if buses are really full. You got agitated customers. On top of that, if they're full, that means someone didn't get on. That means that person had to drive their car. So now we're getting into this whole thing, the 17% cuts is affecting also our environment now. We're gonna have a lot more cars out there polluting. So the spectrum of the 17%, it goes so deep. And for this not to be a huge, overwhelming priority, it kind of speaks to what our native people down in Olympia think's important. And when we talk about, as earlier some folks said, when it comes to Eastern Washington, this city of Seattle, the people here, we do subsidize other places. So if you live out in the boons, wherever, we still love you. But our taxes, this region, is carrying the brunt and the weight for those other places who like to push Olympia to vote against things that work for us. So the next time you're out in the boons or wherever, let them know. Shake someone's hand and let them know, we support you and we need you to support us. And I just want to say for our passengers, thank you for all of your passengers. We do appreciate you as drivers, and we love having you, and hopefully things will work out well for us in the future. And we respect the fact that you all get up an hour earlier or more just to catch a bus, to not take your car if you have the choice. You know, you get up early, you sit through the traffic. Hopefully you listen to your headphones through the traffic and don't look at it out the window. It's a little depressing. But hopefully that will go on, and that people will know, and let your legislators know that they need to vote and push Olympia to fund transit. It's been too long. So, in closing, what is important?
Bus!
Yes. What needs to happen for us to keep our bus service? And it needs to happen now. No more waiting, no more car tab band-aids, a solution that will be sustainable for the future so we don't have to revisit this item ever again. So thank you all for organizing. I do want to urge you to join the Transit Writers Union, just like I've said it before. You know, don't be, if they could have you like mushrooms, you know, kept in the dark and fed a lot of crap, they would. Don't let that be the case. Please join in, get involved. There's 4,000 or so people here at Metro Transit. Our voice isn't loud enough. We need the public to jump on board and really support keeping your funding. And once again, we need it for the future. So what is our future going to be like? Where is the funding? Thank you.